What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Wine and Words of Encouragement. I'm your host, Jayton Gunter. Can't wait to get into this with you. Today, as you see, we're having white wine. It is a warm day in Northern California, and it's going to get hotter this week. Happy 4th of July for everybody who, listens to this. I know it's coming up in the next few days, and so I just wanted to jumpstart and give you guys a happy 4th before it comes. So, anyway, today we're talking about the Luxus one. This is out of Catalonia. This is white Garnacha. I don't know if you're familiar. I know most people are familiar with Garnacha, which is normally a red wine. And it's Grenache the grapes, but Garnacha is still, that's what they call it in Spain. This is white Garnacha. So this is a different type of iteration of Garnacha. And I've had a lot of white Garnachas before. I love them. They tend to be very kind of like unique in flavor profile. So let's get into this and see how unique this one really is on the nose. I get a little bit of orange zest. I get like this white tea component here. I get a little Granny Smith apple. It's kind of like ivory soap thing going on, like this, like maybe a soapstone thing going on. It's kind of interesting. I get white flowers, maybe like some cassia. And there's some kind of stony, like flintiness going on here. Let's go ahead and taste and see if everything's translating to the palate. Kind of hit it on the head in my description. There's a lot of different things going on here on the nose and a lot of things that are coming out on the palate, but it's subtle. This is a very sexy wine, great mouthfeel here. Very long finish. Up front, you get something like orange zest that I was talking about. There's definitely like this white tea thing that's consistent from the beginning to the end of my palate that I'm digging. The acid here is medium going into medium plus. Nice little minerality kick on the finish, kind of like the stony minerality there that kind of gives this really cool texture on the finish. So it's smooth and it has like this really kind of like really cool texture on the finish. There's also like a little bit of like a white peach here that I wasn't catching on the nose. Let's taste a little bit more. And instead of Granny Smith apple, I'm getting a little bit more of this kind of green apple going on. Highly recommend this wine. This is a perfect wine for the cold days. For the hot days. Definitely a porch pounder, a certified porch pounder in my opinion. Highly recommend this wine. This is delicious. Now let's get to the words. So, I myself am a notorious big picture thinker. Always have been. Always thinking about like what's the greater good. That's just how I am. And honestly, I think my kind of mindset can take over the world if they want to. Because I don't get caught up on a lot of the, and I probably should a little bit more, but I don't get caught up on a lot of the details that keep me from moving forward. The one thing I get caught up on, things that I see with a lot of people that are like me, that keep them from moving forward is when the picture is so big and it seems like it's insurmountable. It seems like it's way too much there for them to even focus on the little stuff they need to do in order to complete the picture. Because you have to focus on the details, or the steps, not the details, the steps in order to complete the picture that you're trying to complete. The problem is, when you know the picture is huge, it's hard for you to get to the end result because you're just overwhelmed. And so when I start getting like that, where I am looking at something and I'm like, dang, this would be so dope, I should do this, and it's a really big picture, but then I'm like, but then if I do this, I gotta do this, and then I gotta do that, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do that. It immediately turns me off, and I feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing at that point. So, things I recommend. You gotta figure out what works for you. I have one friend, he's a big picture thinker. When he gets like that, he always goes and works out. When he gets bogged down, he feels overwhelmed with the steps in order to complete that picture. He says when he starts working out, it takes his mind off of it, and then he can recalibrate and really be able to take it step by step and just know that he has to take those steps in order to fulfill the picture. Another friend says she swims. She loves to swim. It takes her mind off of it. I'll definitely do the working out. I will do some writing. Writing always helps me. Puts me in my happy place. And then sometimes I also do some meditation. And I'll make sure that I have a different focus for that meditation than the thing that's driving me crazy at the moment. So it's just some things to think about. You have to figure out what works for you, but you have to find something that works for you in order to complete what you want to complete going forward if you're a big picture thinker. Because I think, again, we can take over the world. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday, and cheers.